Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of Dragon Ball Super, which is on episode 101. Now, this episode right here was actually pretty cool, pretty simple in a certain way. Like I said, for any other a recap of what I've been doing throughout most of my time on this channel. The way how this episode goes was actually pretty simple. I mean, I don't think there's a lot of detail I could go into. Just go watch this episode yourself if you want a lot more detail. But most of the small detail I'll tell you is mostly about the episode. So if anything else, let's go. We had to it that Goku himself really wants to fight Jiren, etc. Which Jiren just stares at him like not even scared. And he's like, are you serious? kind of thing. And we have to it that Goku gets interrupted by Toppo, which is one of the Pride Troopers, and blown him away. And Toppo, on the other hand, sends 5 members to take care of Goku, and Goku, on the other hand, appears out of nowhere with having to see Kale and Khalifa right there. Not to mention where Universe 7 is gathering the members so far. Vegeta, Frieza, Roshi, Tien Shinhan, and Piccolo are there, with the exception of Goku number 17 and 18, of course. Of course, Goku and Khalifa and Kale have a little small conversation here and there, and they get attacked by 5 members of the Pride Troopers of Universe 11. And we also see to it that when it came down to those 5 members, one of them has the ability to be very heavy and gave Goku some problems. And the other one named Zoirei, which has 2 horns, has the ability of very high speed intensity. And Kashirel, which is one of the generals of the Pride Troopers, and Koseto, and some weirdo fishing look like guy for Pride Troopers. Apparently, we get to know that what their abilities are. Eventually, Kale and Khalifa end up taking 2 of the Pride Troopers on, which is Koseto and this fish weird looking guy, and ends up giving them trouble. Koseto's ability is involving some kind of barrier-like dimension, while the fish-like guy involves about controlling his energy, of course, while Goku takes on Zoirei and the heavy guy, and Casio was just watching by, but of course, number 17 and 18 interfere with the 5-on-5 fight, and they end up managing to give him some trouble. Not to mention, Goku gets saved by 18, and they work together to knock out Tupper or Tupper, which is the heavy guy, and Zoirei, of course, retreats after Tupper got knocked out. Well, dropped out, because 18 just threw him off the ring, and he ends up falling off because of the freaking arena cracked, etc. Zoirei Kashiel, of course, ends up going up against 17, and 17's not even trying. He's like, really? Is this all you got? etc. And Kashiel, along with Koseto, the fish-looking guy, and Zoirei, ends up taking on Kale and Khalifa. But thanks to Kale's inner emotions, having to control her emotions, etc., not going berserk, she manages to go into a certain Super Saiyan form or control berserk form. But eventually, they end up combining the powers against 4 of the Pride Troopers, and they blasted them out of the ring, which is Kashiel, the Zoirei guy, and the fish-looking guy. And as for Koseto, she gets thrown out of the ring, so that's 5 Pride Troopers out, etc. Of course, there were some other members of the universe got dropped out too, which I don't really care much about because they're just fodder. But the way I look at it, that certain Pride Troopers, they got tossed out and defeated really easily, which is really, really disappointing. But I guess they're just there to maybe be there for a bit. But whatever the case may be, after Kale and Khalifa sends him off out of bounds, Kale knocks out again because she used a lot of power. Goku, on the other hand, decides to let her go and will fight her another time when the real fight begins. And right now, even the Grand Priest who's watching over the fight, including Zeno-sama, knows that the real fight is about to begin with its powerful warriors now, which I really look forward to. Although, I'm looking forward to see more fights, I hope to see Frieza go into action soon, because I want to see him in his golden form and see if he can take on Jiren or Hit. And hopefully we get to see more of every other universe, because it's starting to get a little iffy biffy, and it's taking a little long time, which is okay. But Universe 2, which is the love fighters whatsoever, they're gonna make their appearance in next episode, which I look forward to, because after all, Vegeta does take on maybe one of the leaders of Universes 2 group whatsoever, but we'll have to see. So yeah, just taking on 5 Pride Troopers and they all get knocked out of bounds. simple sentence or summary like that if I have to say it. But of course, like, there's more to come later. Just go watch the episode yourself if you want a lot more detail. But the detail I just gave you right now, or recapping the episode, should be enough to, like, fill you in a bit. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So I'm out for Zoro, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toodaloo!